so glad you could join me here again today. Today we're gonna do a nice little snowy, cold, I don't know, we're gonna make it a foresty type scene. So let me run the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. While you're doing that, let me tell you what I got done up here. I have a 16 by 20 inch canvas, pre-stretched, double primed, and I added a thin layer of the liquid white. Rather than that, we're all ready to go and get started with today's painting. So let's go ahead. I thought today we could do a nice coating. So I'm gonna go into some ivory black and then I'm going into phthalo blue. Ivory black, phthalo blue. The black is just to gray out that blue. I don't want a bright blue. Something like so. See? Very dark. I think I put a bit too much black, but we'll balance it out right now in a sec. But there's just a nice blue shade that I wanted. Nothing crazy. Just like so. And you can add more paint on some spots and less paint on others. Now, let me grab my palette knife and let me pile up some titanium white. Let me load my brush into titanium white paint. Let's come up here and I want sort of like a nice blended out white color, like something where it's a nice cool tone. So just like so, and just go across very lightly. And as you can see, with that we have our sky. Now let's get crazy. I thought today we can do a nice little foresty scene. So I'm gonna load my brush into cadmium yellow and ivory black. Let's come up here and I want what appears to be distant little trees, or distant trees, not little. They're huge, big old trees. Gotta make up these stories though. Just tap and pull down, and right now in a sec, we're gonna push them up. Just all around that painting. As you can see right here, some spaces are more wide open, so just fill those gaps, those voids in a bit more. Just like so. With this video, we have the completion of season 8. We're moving on to season 9. We have over 100, or I have over 100 painting videos that you guys can watch and you guys can learn from. And I hope you guys find them useful and helpful in your painting journey, or just help you relax from a good old stressful day. We all have those days. You might just want to pull a good old rocking chair and just lay back, enjoy and watch. That's okay too. Just adding some white here and there. Just like so. And let's put in a few evergreen trees that stand out a bit more. So let's come up here. Maybe there's a few that stand out. And just by using the corner of your brush, you can tap these little evergreens out. They look little, but in real life, these would be huge. So just like so. The first time I went to national park, surprising, right? Was in October of last year, October 2023. And the first place I visited was sequoia. Oh, what beautiful trees they have there. Beautiful, beautiful trees. Just very, very cold. And I was mesmerized. I was looking at the nature surrounding us, and it was beautiful. So just plopping in a few little evergreen trees that stand out. Now, let's go ahead. Let me highlight those trees. They need a nice highlight. So just some green, and just again, how I always say, just like if you're tracing just with a different color. Just like so. Today's gonna be a cold, cold, cold painting. I've been doing some nice warm scenes, and I thought it was time to change it up. Now, let's go ahead. Let's load up some ivory black. Ivory black into our fan brush. Let's come right here where the mist meet with the white part of the canvas. Let's put in a second layer of distant trees. Just tap, pull down. You can put how many layers you want, how many evergreens to show up. Painting, it's an individual thing. Shoot, when I went to Sequoia, I saw these huge trees. They were crazy. I couldn't believe it. That was the first time I've ever gone to a national park, and I'm trying to plan a trip to another national park. I'm still not sure what park, but I want to visit more parks to give myself more ideas of paintings. Okay, now pull down a bit on here. Just pull down and lightly pull up. Lightly, lightly. Same thing. I'm gonna add a little bit of white. If you can't create the mist you want, just add a little bit of white. That becomes your contrast. And then in between that, we'll add another layer. I want another layer of trees. You see, we're working in layers. It looks like more trees upon trees. And it's such a simple effect, yet it works so great. I don't know, maybe this painting is inspired by Sequoia National Park. Shoot, if I had to recommend something, don't go late October without um, proper clothing, proper gear. I remember they told us it dropped to around 20 degrees, and I had casual clothing, not designated for an area such like that. Okay, let me put an evergreen or two around there. maybe right here there stands nice evergreen tree. Just with the corner of the brush, just tap. I like to watch artists that usually are doing similar stuff to me to see what they're doing and how I can implement stuff into my videos. But I just, not to be rude or anything, I just don't like the way they teach. And I hope, from the bottom of my heart, I hope I am not teaching the way I perceive them. I hope you guys could understand me and I'm able to help you guys paint. Highlight them, highlight these trees right here. Just a nice, good old highlight. Nice dark though. I like it nice and dark. If you want it brighter, go ahead. Add some more cadmium yellow and your trees will become lighter. But it's like a foggy day according to this painting. I want it dark. I want it. Ooh, I'm cold just by looking at it. Okay, now let's come up here. Let's let's push up some grass. Let me bring down a few, just different patterns, you know? Push up a few, bring down a few. I have a couple painting ideas lined up for you guys, so you guys could enjoy and have more content. Just a few here and there, here and there, and there and here. Just, just like so. Now, let me grab a filbert brush. Let me go into some dark sienna, maybe a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Has a little bit of white in that brush. Let's come up here. Let's let's bring out what seems to be a mountain. I forgot to put on base color. See, I'm already 3 steps ahead when I don't do the first step. Guys gotta remind me. Come on, guys. Thought we're friends. No, I'm kidding. I tend to forget stuff like that. I get too carried on and starts feeling good. You get ahead of yourself and you're you're over here thinking to yourself, what happened? Why does it look off? So right now I'm just having some loose strokes with my filbert brush and some dark sienna. Just loose. I'm telling you, I'm just moving the brush here and there, but I don't want these nice look right now. I just want what seems to look like some rocks, maybe here and there. Okay. Just block in a few here and there. And I'm going to go into some cadmium yellow onto my fan brush. Let's pop up that grass over here. Let's bring it to attention. Let me grab a little bit of liquid white. putting so many layers of paint that now we need a thin paint, so our thin paint will stick onto thicker paint. If you guys ever feel like I'm doing too much easy videos, let me know and I'll start making a bit more complicated videos. I could go a bit more complex, but for the most part, I feel um, you guys you guys want to see this, so that's why I'm giving you guys this. But again, if you think it's too easy for you guys and you guys are ready for the next step, let me know. Now I'll give you a little harder level. So feel free to leave it in the comments. Let me know. Now, let's come over here. You know what? I want to maybe push up here and there a few. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let me wipe my brush off a bit. Just a little bit. Going to ivory black and just loose strokes. Loose strokes. Just scrubbing in the basic color. Maybe over here there lives. Oh yeah, right there. Boom. And then maybe right along here, something small. And maybe here a little bit more. But that's it. I'm gonna cover this up with a tree, I have a feeling. And if not, we could always come back and cover it up. Loose strokes though. You guys could have more more strokes that accommodate your painting. I just want loose strokes. Make it look like old, ragged, rigged. Shoot. Just like so. And a little bit over here. Okay. This one takes control over here. Brings out that rock over here. Just kind of think of what you would see in these areas. Okay. And now load up my brush with cadmium yellow and that nice green color. A little bit of liquid white. Little bit. You don't want to thin out your paint too much now. Let's come up here. Just bring it down. That rounded edge will help you greatly. And since we're not using the palette knife and there's not much texture, oh, it's so much easier to do this. I remember when I would use my palette knife, and I would try to add more layers. Oh, it was a pain in the butt. A pain in the butt. You know what? Let's make it interesting. Guess what else we're gonna add? More trees. Oh, you can't see it. So, what I'm going to do, grab some white and just here and there, just where I think the foothill would grab it, just the base. Now we get to blend that out. You can add some dark sienna if you think won't blend out that easy. But make it seem like this was there the whole time. Maybe it was a bit snowy and some snow just covered it up. Okay? Load up your brush and just load it up. Load it up and just fire on to the canvas. I'm running out of paint on the brush, so just load up a bit, pull down, whatever. Pull down the base. You end up covering the base, so it doesn't really matter how the base looks. Lift up. I think we're gonna add a green look to that. Um, to this distant evergreen tree foothill type stuff, just so you can pick it apart even more. Okay? Just blend it out. Make sure you blend it out kind of to the base a bit. Just like so. Okay? A little bit more cadmium. Ooh. Okay? Now look here. Pull some of that down. Just crisscross. Crisscross applesauce. Lift up. And you can tell there's distant right there. Now, what the heck? Let's put in some water sneaking up on us. Maybe right here. Just phthalo blue. My brush is a bit dirty. And I'm gonna go into titanium white. Just smooth that paint out. Okay. Now, I'm gonna grab the oval brush and let's go into some ivory black. Let's come over here. And that oval shape will allow us to make it look like the grass is hurling down. Haven't used this brush in a while. Okay. For the rest, I'm gonna fill it up with my 2-inch. Fill it in. Okay, we have this nice misty color. Load up your brush. Just like so. With the 2-inch, you'll have to angle your brush. And I could have done this in the first place. And I don't know why I just dirtied a brush, but it's okay. That's what brushes are for. To be used to paint with. Okay, just like so. Okay. Boom. Just like that. And we can reflect a little bit of that into the water. Okay. We're at 27 minutes. Now, I said we would have a tree. And I do want a tree. Big old evergreen tree. Just with the corner of the brush. Just back and forth. Okay. That tree needs a friend. Right along there. And the reason why I'm putting in another tree is to fill in that gap. Shoot, just fill in that gap. That's the most important thing, really. And cadmium yellow on the brush. I want this tree to be brighter than the other trees. A little bit of liquid white so it could stick on better to that paint. Okay, a little bit more. Next tree, we can't leave this tree waiting and hanging out. Okay. And tree trunk. So dark cyan and white. Boom, 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 boom. Wipe my knife off. Some titanium white. Some water lines. You can thin those lines out. And just like that, you have a completed painting. I really hope you try this painting out. This painting helps you practice the layers upon layers upon layers. I'm sorry for passing the time that I usually do. Got too involved into it. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I thank you for helping me share 8 seasons of painting. That's crazy. I like to see you, and I like to see you in season 9. And until then, I like to wish each and every one of you the best of luck, and I'll see you then. Take care, man.